Hey everyone, this is Zach Brackett from the Status Effects Podcast. I just wanted to take a moment and apologize for the audio malfunction on our last Dread video, and because of that, we lost a lot of the audio for this one, so we had to use the camera audio. It doesn't sound quite as great, but we still are happy with how it came out. We had a ton of fun playing this game, and it was our first big production, so some of this, it's a learning curve for a lot of this. So thank you guys so much for sticking with us and checking out this second part of Dread, and first we'll show you a quick recap of what happened last episode.
Yeah, we got Pale, Theo, Janice, Nad, Captain, and Bertha. You're on a typical everyday mission, right? You are carrying cargo from point A to point B with your captivating crew. You come across this spacecraft that seems to be just drifting through space, and you hear this scuttling sound. And
Is that an example of said sound?
And you see a pair of, it looks like feet run past you and toward the captain. What you see is it looks like some sort of humanoid figure, but it looks like its skin is almost translucent, almost like it doesn't have skin at all. You hear something pounding on the other side of the door.
Alright, I'm in the bathroom.
You hear a pounding on the other side of the door again, and you look out and you see some kind of skinless being that is beating, and it looks like he's about to break the glass of the window.
Oh my god, guys, hurry! Hurry, he's gonna get through!
Then it seems to stop, and it looks in the window at you, and tilts its head a little bit, and then walks over to the dot code and punches in a few numbers, and the door's open.
Now, on with the show.
Which one of you gave Alien the code?
Captain, I told you to change the airlock codes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 zeros is not good.
Alright, what do I gotta pull for? Survival?
We're running back.
What are you trying to do?
We're on the way back. Yeah, we're coming to you, Theo.
Yeah, we're all
No,
the way back.
just
No,
Nad.
I just started running as soon as he started screaming.
Okay, we're all
We're all headed that way.
I don't know what I can do.
Shoot it in the face.
There's a second door.
What do you mean?
Airlock, 2 doors.
Well,
Yeah,
that's what I meant. I meant it all opened. Like
He's in the room.
standing in front of you.
That's not how an airlock works. You
No,
cannot open both doors.
You can if it's already established that it's safe to open the doors. If they had already opened it, the airlock
Well, the
wouldn't
second door
engage.
Let it
open,
go,
first
bro.
door
I think
open.
this is not
Yes.
worth arguing about.
Jeez.
Shoot it.
Is
sure.
Like, am I trapped in this room, or do I have more spaceship to run through?
The only way you can get, the only option you have really is to try to get past this thing and through onto the ship, because there's it's dead end. You can run, yeah, but there's no way that you're gonna hide from
I'm not gonna pull to shoot the alien. I'm
Punch
gonna
it.
pull to shoot the gas canister sitting next to it to blind it for a second.
Okay, nice.
Oh.
Alright, go ahead.
That's a nice way to let us know no known working ship we have.
Go higher, dude. Go higher. Don't be
Yeah,
a hero,
like the
Michael.
whole
No.
This
Michael,
one
no.
feels loose,
Michael,
man.
no.
That's the
Trust
whole
me.
ship.
Go for it.
I threw a shot into the
Don't
ocean.
laugh.
Careful, dude.
Shit,
Oh my
No
God.
giggling, nothing.
No,
There's no way.
It's going higher.
I can't
take
take
it.
it.
Can't get that
Well,
one.
you can pick the third one from the top.
Yeah, 2 down, 3 up.
No, another one down, another one down.
Yeah.
Another one
Oh,
down.
down one?
Yeah.
It's 2 full levels.
Oh yeah, top level's not full. I'm sorry.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
There you go.
Careful.
You understand why these top ones are the
Push a little
easiest,
bit
right?
Weight on the table.
There's like 0 weight on the top ones. They're just barely touching each other.
That's why it's 2 down, so there's actually some weight.
Right, right.
Yeah, man, you got
Because
it.
if you go into the top 2 levels,
take a
you
deep
actually
breath.
pull the entire row out at once. So this one was
Don't-
reach
Oh
the
my
table.
God.
You're gonna have to pull. You're gonna have to pull.
Yeah. Oh, you got it. Slow, gentle.
Don't touch
Don't.
it.
Jesus.
Don't touch him.
You got it.
You got it.
Come on. We need our researcher.
No, we don't.
You're right, just die already.
You guys are.
Yes.
This story's getting sketchy.
Barely that.
Pull the shit.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Let him do it. Let him do it. Go.
Look at just doing it when he's fine already.
Alright, I'm throwing Jordan out the nearest airlock.
Who's
Because
Jordan?
he's not human.
Who's Jordan?
Oh, man.
Alright, where do I put what? Right here?
Yes. Did you wet yourself?
Alright.
It was like you almost wet yourself.
Yep, I sure
did.
Nice job, nice job. You shoot the canister and it explodes, and you see the thing cover its eyes and back up, and you have a slim opportunity to run past it, and I assume you
I'm gonna do that, yeah.
Okay. You run past it, and through the doors, and you hit the lock, and it shuts, and you see
The emergency
monster,
lock, so we can't get back out with the code.
The monster turns and looks at you, and then turns around and goes to the front of the ship, and you guys are running back at this time, and right when you get up, you see your ship undock and fly off into space.
Theo?
That's why I said kneecap it.
Theo, man, come on.
Wait, so where's
What was he
Theo?
supposed to do though?
Theo-
Like,
on our
Shoot, you should have shot the alien.
The alien was going to take the ship anyway. He
Yeah.
wrote the story already.
So he's on the our ship alone. with
No,
the
no, no. He's on.
The alien's alone on our
The
He's
ship.
in the
alien-
cargo room waiting for the rest of us to get back and talk
We're
about it.
Wait, he just ran
all
up.
on the other
Theo,
side.
you're in
ran
our
up,
ship now.
And the ship left.
Yes. Okay, and then at this moment you hear. I had to time out. I had to write this down because I could not remember all the stuff I was supposed to tell you this minute.
So when did I wrote hacking the ship?
Yeah. All right. At this moment, you hear coming over the intercom, over your radios, this man. He says, "Hello, hello. Can you hear me?"
Yes.
Oh, yes, we can hear you. Yes.
Waiting for the captain to respond.
My name is Private First Class King. I'm trapped in the research lab. I'm stuck in a closet. When the gravity came back on, I twisted my ankle real bad. I don't think I can walk. But who are you guys?
We're the crew of the USS Santa Maria, investigating your vessel.
Can we take a second to talk? Like, we have way bigger problems than this guy right now. First
Why are
of all,
you
what
trapped
happened
in
to
the
our
closet?
ship? Second,
Who were
we
the
need, we
aliens?
need to get like an escape pod or something to chase our ship down.
Elevate
Oh,
your
I
foot.
can help you with that. I can help you with that. I know where the escape pods are.
We have a ship with main power on.
It's a big
With aliens.
It's a big one.
Yeah, covered in aliens and
Well,
dead
I've seen the
bodies
one.
and dust.
And radiation.
So is the... Have we established that the one that...
So I
That
don't want the
captain
ship. I want
punched.
my ship.
Well, we established that the one that
Well, I tried
Captain
to
punched
guard
is the same one that
it for
took
you,
our
but you said
ship.
no.
Yeah, was it the
to
same
catch our
alien?
ship.
Was it the same alien?
Right,
No,
we
the
established
others
Yeah.
weren't there,
So we don't know if
Does
there's
he know
one or two.
about the
I don't
aliens?
see
I don't know. Y'all haven't asked him.
Captain...
Do you know about the aliens?
He says they're not really aliens. I don't even know how to explain this.
Try harder.
We are. This is a vessel that was used to colonize, and when we went to a new planet, we brought back what seemed to be some kind of radioactive rock, but I think it was actually some kind of egg, and these some kind of biological creatures came out and infected some of the humans on board. I don't really remember
This
much
sounds
of
like
it.
the plot to
How many eggs?
There were only 3 of them, but hundreds and hundreds of those little things came out of those 3
Have
eggs.
you successfully
We
killed
gotta
any? Do
explore
you
and
know
say
how
goodnight,
to kill them?
right?
They take possession of human bodies, so it seems like that you can kill them as easily as you can kill a human, but they get a little bit faster, and they don't really care about pain because it's not their bodies,
So it has to be a kill shot.
Mm-hmm.
essentially.
At least it's easier to test that they are.
How do they
Team
take
Ad.
over human bodies? Is it a bite? Is it a...
It is
Parasitic.
it's parasitic, but most of the time they prefer it if they're unconscious.
Cool.
It's
in your ears
easiest
while you
to do.
So
sleep.
no sleeping.
How long has it been since these things hatched?
I don't even know. I've been in and out of consciousness since I got back here. I have enough food for a couple of weeks, but it seems like they might have triggered the hibernation because honestly, they probably killed or took over everyone else on the.
How many
On the
people
ship.
were on the ship?
There were about 300 people on the ship when we embarked. I have no idea how many are left. I think I'm probably the only one.
Well, except the ones that they took over, which could be...
It could be
299.
299. We don't know.
I pull the captain aside, I turn on his radio and say, I recommend we shoot this guy when we find him.
I hope we never find him.
So the reason we're here, we
I
lost the
think we
ship.
need to talk to Nad for a second.
What's the problem, Theo?
I know you're not the same species as these things on the ship, but maybe you can tell us a little bit
What
about
the
it.
hell are you talking about, Theo?
You talking about Theo?
He's just a normal person.
What's up with us?
Why are we on this ship?
What's going on, Theo?
Nothing, guys. I'm going crazy, I think. It's just, let's just find out what this guy knows. That's all
Theo,
that's all
I need you to tell me what you're thinking right now. What's going on? Do you know something I don't? Something that's going to put my crew in danger?
You're not hiding stuff from us, are you?
I'm not
wouldn't
hiding
do
anything.
that.
I'm not hiding
He's on our
anything.
side. You wouldn't lie to us.
Yes, he is. He's a coward. Why do you think he stayed behind originally? I think he knows something he's not telling us.
You almost got killed,
I
Theo.
think we're just turning on each other.
You were 2 seconds
No,
away
it's
from
not
being
him.
disemboweled by a see-through something or other.
We are really, really stretched right now, and we are in a hostile situation. I understand why you guys are.
Backpedaling
Guys,
you are.
right.
this is King talking. Guys, I get it. Y'all kind of having some kind of family dispute, but my ankle is broken, I'm pretty sure.
We
You should have been
know.
more careful. You
Elevate
should have been more careful. You're not our problem yet.
it. Elevate it. Wrap it,
I mean,
elevate
I
it.
put it up. Yeah, I knew that.
Yes,
I took,
wrap it.
I took Med
One
101
more time.
at space camp.
Well, there's nothing else that can be done for you then, honey.
Can you guys come and get me?
We'll
Why?
get to that.
Because
It's up to our captain, King.
you're not going to be able to get off the ship without
You're
me.
obviously safe right now.
For right now,
So just hang out.
And
Calm
quit
down.
whining.
Don't leave the closet.
We're trying,
We'll get you out when we get there.
we're trying to figure out everything out here, and then we'll come get you from your safe little.
I think he's had a
Yeah.
breakdown. He's been quiet.
take your time. It's only it's only life or death. That's
Listen,
cool.
if we don't wait, we're never going to get there alive anyway, so calm down.
And as he's talking, you hear from the ventilation system. It sounds like more movement.
Captain, I recommend we blow me ventilation.
What do we need to do that? Where's the armory on this ship?
Armory is probably deck 4 at the front. To blow in ventilation, probably best from engineering. I'll need to isolate wherever we are and King. And I can dump ventilation from everywhere else on the ship.
As you guys are talking, you start to hear that the main engines for the ship have turned on.
We need to get to engineering.
Let's do it right now. Let's go, everybody.
Yeah. Let's go.
You guys are running down to engineering. You see some. You actually are checking the terminal, and you see that there is a floor plan up for it for the Outback, but there seems to be no escape pods on the floor plan. And another thing that doesn't add up is that the floor plan says that the cargo deck is on deck 3, and that the port is on the other side of the cargo bay. It doesn't seem like this ship matches what the floor plans are.
This isn't the Hourback. The floor plan is either corrupted or from a different ship. It's possible that this is a different ship that someone is using the registration for the Hourback to infiltrate somewhere.
How are you guys armed? We don't have to keep this in the show.
I just have my pistol.
You have
I
a
think
pistol.
we all just have pistols.
You all have
rifles.
right?
Blaster
Rifle.
rifles. Yeah, rifle. Yeah.
Rifle. I gotta use one. Get a one-shot kill.
All right. As you're turning
And a karambit.
to go back to
No, shotgun.
in the engineering room, ahead of you, a ventilation cover just explodes off of the ventilation shaft, and out comes looks like human, but it looks like the skin it's like a translucent blue, and its teeth are starting to form into more like fangs, and it narrows its eyes at you
Yeah,
and starts
shoot it.
charging.
I pull and
Shoot.
fire.
Alright, I need you to pull.
There's nothing down there for you.
Abandon all hope ye who enter there.
That's the trap.
Ah.
That's the
I
trap
know.
one.
You know, he
You
said
fell
it.
into my trap.
I did not set the trap. He set the trap.
I said the trap.
Mirror force.
I thought it was good. It wasn't.
Can you not do this right here?
Yep, third row
Yeah.
down.
I can do that.
Oh god.
Easy pieces. Oh my.
God, that was scary.
She misses almost to the jingle piece at the tower.
Alright, you fire and it hits in the left shoulder, but it doesn't seem to phase it in the least. Its arm is hanging by what looks like 2 veins, and it can't even move it anymore. It's just flopping at its side, and it's still running right at you guys, and it leaps from about 10 feet away toward Theo.
First of all, I want to know why these things are attracted to me all the time.
Get your cute head.
I sidestep away. Let me think.
It doesn't
React.
let me just say, it doesn't have to just be Theo. If you guys are in a group,
Yeah,
one of you
I
can
could run to
elect
save Theo, can I?
You could, yeah, I would allow that.
Yeah, I'll run to save Theo.
Okay, what are you gonna do? Put the blaster up to the side of this thing's head, or like what?
You're gonna jump
Well,
and
he's
tackle
jumped 10
him,
feet
or-
away, so I'm just
Soccer
running towards him
kick
at
it?
this point. Gonna try to kick it off of him or tackle him off of him or
Okay.
get it off of Theo.
Try not to kill it, whatever you do.
Trying not to kill the alien?
Yeah.
He's a pacifist.
Well,
It feels like a pussy.
I'll try.
I'll try my best.
This is
Okay, so
I'll try.
If we can capture this thing, I can study it and find out how to get rid of them.
All right, what are you trying to do exactly? Give me
your
a
best
play
man.
by play.
I'm gonna tackle the alien off of him and try to subdue it. Hold it down.
Okay, I'm gonna need to pull.
Speed. God, you're a hero. You're a real American hero.
No, now whoever pulls next is screwed.
Okay.
I was debating doing the brave pull.
So, researcher, I'm going to say that this thing gets knocked down, and I'm going to say you hit it with the butt of your pistol enough on the head that it seems to be not dead, but unconscious. Do you want to take a closer look at it?
We need to secure it somehow.
secure it for sure.
Sure. Okay. You can tie it up and tie it to a cart that you found.
Is it a sturdy
No,
cart?
yeah, it's
So we can move it along the ship as we go.
It's like a grocery cart.
right. No, it's not.
Alright.
Okay, yeah.
All right, I move up closer to him and take a closer look. He seems to still be breathing, so he's alive. Thank goodness. Is there anything like?
Theo, why can't we study this animal after it's dead?
It could affect the results. His life could affect the results. If he's dead, he might not give off the same signals, scientifically speaking.
Okay.
It seems like we're using
dismember it?
Yeah, so you can't dissect it and learn a whole lot by just examining its outside.
No, I mean, can we just like blow off its arms and legs so it can't run around when it comes to?
We've already got one mostly. Let's just not
Yeah,
set
he
that for a second.
Take a leg off. Just one leg.
You guys are
No, that's a
masochists.
crawler.
Does it have a tail?
You guys are absolute
It's
animals.
a human
I don't know
being.
the
I don't know what it is.
No, it's the one you're looking at it.
Yeah, what's it
You're-
look like?
you're studying
Describe
it.
it to me.
And it
The
looks.
skin is human with blue teeth.
Well, basically, what you see is it has what the remnants of what used to be a vest on, and
Okay.
you see it has an ID tag with a picture that they probably used to swipe for whatever job they had before.
Is it a key card that will unlock doors and stuff?
Sure.
What's the rank?
You can't tell by looking at the card. It doesn't say like you can get access.
Look at that
to
face. He knows the rank.
No, I said what rank?
Oh,
it would
what
say
rank?
like Sergeant Thomas.
No, it's not military. This person's not military. Probably a member of like
Personnel
general
card.
Janitor.
staff or
Civilian crew.
right. Yeah, it's not.
So likely limited access unless it was research.
So what
King.
What you see is as you hold the picture up to this thing's face, it looks almost exactly the same, except its skin you can see into, and you see its bones, which have started to shift but haven't completely yet,
And toothy.
and it's very toothy,
So it's like a human with clear skin, pretty much.
essentially. Yeah.
With the dream.
Sounds
I
good.
think we should take a flesh sample. I don't have my research lab because our ship is gone.
Where did that happen?
So I have none of my equipment,
So
unfortunately. So like,
Please
it depends on what you guys think is most important. Should we find a research lab to try to find out what these things are?
The ship is currently in motion to a location we don't know.
Good
We
point.
need to get the engineering to shut the engines down, or we need to get to the bridge to tell it where to
It
push them.
seems clear these creatures are trying
We
to
can
go
do
somewhere in
engineering.
particular. We need to find out where they're going if we can first, Navigator.
where they're going.
We need to
Figure it
find
out.
out where this ship is going, where our ship is going.
Yes, we're either going to need to go to one or the other.
Worst case for main engineering, I even shut down the engine.
That's what I'm saying, but he's trying to ascertain a location, so we're heading. So
You see this thing twitch once, and you hear movement in the ventilation shaft, almost in
Guys, we
response.
gotta go. We gotta go.
oh
somewhere
no,
right
no. Okay, but before we
I
run,
don't know.
it sounds like they respond to each other. So I think we need to push the
Yeah.
cart down the hallway and keep the
Pretty
thing.
good.
Yeah, I say keep
So
him.
we can use him to detect when they're close because he's twitchy.
Oh.
Yeah, I say keep him.
I still
Was
say we
that
chop all
not
these
attracting
strings.
them to us?
Good. Then if we get in a rough spot, we'll push down the elevator shaft.
Maybe, yeah. Is it
Elevator
making any
shaft.
noises? Is it just laying there? Unconscious?
Put it in
It-
soup. Who knows?
It's twitching every now and again, and it seems to be emitting some kind of
Like a pheromone? Everything could smell it.
like a moan almost.
I guess I was making noises.
Yeah, like making noise. It's like grunts. No, not like that. It's not like yeah. I got knocked out.
So yeah, if it's attracting them, that's a problem. But if it's helping us find them, it's not so much a problem. So attracted them, but I don't think we should keep it for sure.
No, we
We
should
should kill it.
put it somewhere where we want things to go, right?
We don't have enough knowledge of the
from
ship
us.
yet.
We can just leave it in that room and
But
just.
you can always just cut it out and put it in front of the
We need to
ventilation
haul
shaft.
ass.
Stop
dude.
for a little while.
We need to haul ass.
My thing is, you wanted to research and keep
You
it
are-
alive.
Let's do the
Coward.
engineering, okay? We're gonna push the cart with the zombie thing on it
Okay.
down the hall in the opposite direction.
I'm
Hopefully
getting my
it'll
gun
work.
already.
So you're running where to the engineering room to try to shut off the engines.
Or at least see what we can do from there. Either
Right.
ascertain the destination or shut down.
That should be closer, having been through the circuit room.
Circuits would be main engineering.
You're still on deck. Let's say you're on deck 2, and you get a shout from King on the radio. Hey guys, can we please talk for just a second?
What do you
Click.
want?
I know what is going on. I know what they're trying to do, and I think you guys have the right idea, but you're not going to know how to fix what needs to be fixed.
Well, you need to start telling us what's going
Speak
on
up.
right now.
I
You
will.
sound like
The
a
opportunity
decoy.
to
No.
sit
We
here.
cannot bargain. We can leave you there to die.
Right, but you're never going to get off of this thing because this isn't
Neither
what
will
it
you.
looks like. I know. So what? Like that's what I'm saying is
You
that
help
I'm
us,
stuck.
and then we will help you.
I will help you, but you have to promise to come and get me.
Yeah, sure, promise.
Yeah, don't worry, we will.
What?
I promise.
What is happening? What is happening on this ship is it's not a. How do I say?
We already know it's not a Confederation ship. We already know it's not
Yeah.
whatever it claims to be.
Yeah, but the government knows. I'm
Who's
part
government?
of
Okay,
a.
so
That's
we're
right.
with government.
I am a researcher for one of them and for one of their ships, and this is actually like a decoy ship. We run undercover operations to different planets and find things that maybe other people shouldn't find. And this time we brought those eggs, like I said. What they're trying to do, and I don't know if you guys have noticed this, did they act like they knew information?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they
took
jacked
our ship.
Right. So I think, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think what happens is they get some kind of knowledge of the human that they overtake.
They
So-
access the brain.
Right. They get to the brain and they can control and do whatever that other human could have done. And I think what they're trying to do is they're out of food.
Wait a minute. What human did that thing
Get
take
the
that
code
knew the
from.
code from our ship?
He knew the code
Most of them.
for the dock from that side to open the doors. He didn't know the code to your ship.
Oh.
We left the door open.
Good job, Theo.
So basically he goes on to say that we have to find a way to turn off the main reactor, and that's not main power supply. It's different in this sense. I know because you're an electrician, you're gonna be all like butthurt about it.
I'm not an electrician.
Well, whatever.
But yeah, you're right. There is usually multiple power sources.
We have to basically turn off the engines and make it so that they cannot turn them back on. They went into some kind of hibernation state when they ran out of food to conserve energy, and they couldn't figure out how to turn the ship back on. But now that the ship's back on, thank you for that, they're going to try to find their way to the nearest port. And if they get to a planet, that planet is dead. Like, there's no way that a planet can survive this kind of attack.
One of them just got away on our ship, so do we need to shoot our ship down?
We can try to do something like that. Honestly, the one, by the time it gets to any port, will probably be dead already. The thing is that they stacked up, and I assume that they're running out of food. They probably stacked up some of the bodies that they couldn't make them hosts, and they're probably trying to subside off of that. I don't think one will be able to get to a port and successfully start the incubation and all that process again.
Okay. So what exactly do we need to do?
You need to come get me so that I can show you how to do what I need to do with a main reactor, because that was what I was in charge of. If we destroy the main reactor, then they won't be able to power the ship forward with the thrusters. But I also know where the escape pods are, and you notice that they weren't on the floor plans? Right?
Unfortunately.
Yes, we
Yes,
did.
yeah, because the government ship that we registered isn't the same one that this one is.
Told you.
Yeah.
Alright,
Can our
sidebar.
technician not do the reactor stuff?
Yes,
And
most likely.
can King not walk us through this? If we're broken ankle,
Alright.
we can't tote you around and be safe.
Curious
Yeah,
sidebar.
We'd be killing ourselves.
There's no way that a private has all this access and knowledge.
Yeah. A
There is
POC
no way.
A POC would carry the cable, not tell you where to plug it.
He
They learn how to run
not
the
who
main
he
reactor.
says he is.
Well, let me just say this, okay? I'm
Yeah,
going
it
to talk to
doesn't
the guy and say, hey, we're going to come to get you. Give us a few minutes, okay? And then I shut the radio off. Okay, now let's talk
Yeah,
about
that's-
this.
I got cut off in the middle. Maybe fine.
Very good.
What?
Captain, as much as I hate to say this, it might be a good idea to split up. Take half the crew to go find
That's never.
private.
Have you watched
moron.
any horror movie?
Yes, I
Well,
have.
what about Straight Last Time, didn't it?
However, I don't believe he's telling the truth.
I
Do you
don't
think we
wanna be
really
left
need
alone.
this guy?
Well, you did it first.
If we get you to that reactor, Phil, do you think you can figure it out on your own?
Yes.
Then I say we stick together and find
Because
that on
who's
our
to
own.
say that he'll really take us to escape pods? It might just be a pointless journey where we're exposing ourselves to.
I don't trust this guy one bit.
We should go get him.
Why don't you
He's
go
already
there?
lied to us at least twice.
What do you know?
How do you want to go get him?
Why do you want to
ranks.
get him?
We're leaving him behind.
We don't even know if
He
he's
claims to
human.
be safe in the closet.
We don't know that. He's talking to
Yeah,
us
he-
though.
And for all we
And
know,
he has food supplies, so
actually, here's the
if
thing we're
it
missing.
is, we can get wherever we need to go
We have no proof he's
and
human.
then go back and get
None
him.
of the other ones talked. They've only made noises.
This could
We
be.
haven't
This
had
He
could
could
be.
be
That's not really
Zero.
the chance, yeah. Or the one that went
Or
out.
maybe
why
they're
should
just
we?
pretending
He's trying
like
to
they
he's
can't
trying to
talk.
contact you again.
Which means he's suspicious.
Can
that
we
we're
get video
suspicious.
feed of this ship again? Can we look into this closet this guy's at and see if he's...
We can't see in the closet, we can see in the room.
Okay, maybe we can ask him to leave the room. I'm going to answer the call.
He says, "All right, I think I can walk. You have a technician with you.
Yeah.
I think I can walk you through how to speed up the main reactor so much that it implodes on itself and they can't get anywhere. But I will give you that information only if you guys come and get me on your way out, and then I will show you where the escape pods are."
What kind of reactor is it?
I'm going to hand the radio
I'm so
over.
glad that you did that to him.
You know I don't go that
Class
in depth.
3 fusion reactor.
There you go. A class 3 fusion reactor, I believe.
What the hell is a government ship doing running a 50-year-old engine design?
It doesn't matter. Listen. You have
Tony
to
Stark
go back to engineering, and you have to overload the system so that it faults out and cannot be rebooted by anyone that comes to the ship. So you guys walk down into the second deck, and you're hearing a lot more movement from the ventilation shafts. You hear scuttling, and occasionally you'll see some arms almost shoot out like something's going to come out, and then it'll back away, almost like beckoning you to come to the ventilation shaft as you guys are going to the engineering.
I think we need to stay as far away from the ventilation shaft as possible.
Maybe we should try to get closer and secure them, so stuff can't come out of them.
I don't want to hear any
But
more
aren't there
suggestions
a
from you
lot
today,
of-
Matt.
I think what they're
Opening.
going for is trying to get us to come towards it so they can grab us
Okay.
and basically yank us through, because I don't think they can get through the ventilation shaft. Or the openings in the ventilation shaft right now.
What do you think that is?
It could be the physical size of their being, because frequently the ventilation shaft, or the actual opening for the ventilation is smaller than the shaft itself. So they may be physically unable to come through it in these areas.
Okay, let's keep moving.
All right, so you keep moving down, and you get to the engineering room, and he is starting to walk you through what you need to do to make sure that this ship will not go anywhere.
Pale, I want you to listen to what this guy says, but take a look yourself.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he says you should see some kind of dial on a terminal board, sort of like an HMI of some sort. You could see. I'm saying what I know. That's the only thing I know. Some sort of HMI that'll give you a reading on the current level.
Let's see, we're at 60% power.
All right. I know it's gonna sound crazy,
It's going to be a hell of a suntan.
but I need you to put it to 300%.
Will we be safe?
You will be safe enough as long as you get the
Enough?
hell out of there.
Fully radiation.
We should already be gone!
And where are we going after this, Pale? What is our plan here?
You gotta come and get me, and I'll lead you to the. It's not going to explode right this second. You have a little while.
How long's a little
Yeah.
while?
Yeah.
5 or 6 minutes.
Captain, what I can probably do is, once I actually get it set to properly overload, I can probably eject the core.
Okay. That seems a little safer for us, right?
Let's
That
do
way,
that.
that way the ship will not necessarily explode before we can get off it. The core will likely fall behind us, as the ship is likely designed to be able to eject the core in case of a core breach.
Okay.
Question, is the ship still moving?
Yes.
Slowly, but stopped for now.
No,
No,
actually,
I'm
by
sorry.
increasing the power to the reactor, I would increase the power to the ship.
Right,
Like
but you're ejecting the
increase-
core.
This is a
Can-
bad
wait.
idea.
Yeah, I want to get up to a velocity.
Is he
point.
trying to increase the speed?
I got a bad
Could he
feeling.
be one of them and trying to trick us into increasing the speed of the ship?
That's why
Can we eject without increasing the speed?
We can, but I need to make sure that the core will overload before we eject it, or they could circle back with thrusters, pick it up, and go.
Okay.
You hear a couple of alarms starting to go off that are signaling that the system is overloaded.
These are warnings saying, hey, the core can go critical from this point. I don't think we're quite done yet.
Okay.
Let's get back on the radio with the guy.
Okay, so I just heard the warning too. I'm in the research lab. I have the code so you guys can get in, but I need someone to come up here. And once you're here, we can all get off of this thing.
This reactor's not critical. What's going on? Have you missed a step?
No, it's working. You just got to give it time. I told you to do it this way so that we would have enough time. You could have plugged it to like 500% and it would have exploded immediately. But this way, we get a couple of minutes where you guys can come and get me. We can get to the escape pods and we can leave.
I'm going to say the 350 start the ejection process.
Okay. Let's go and find this guy.
Okay. So you guys go back up, and again, you're hearing more movement. And as the warning sounds get louder and louder, you start to feel like underneath you, and it seems like above you, that there is definitely a good number of these things. They are moving through the ventilation shafts. They are pushing each other out, and you make your way to the medic area that you saw before, and you see Private King on the other side of the door for the research lab, begging you to hit the button, put in the code so you can unlock the door because he barricaded and locked himself inside so that he could get out.
Medic, can you take a look at this guy? Maybe scan him through the door or something? Tell me if you've
What do
seen
you
him.
mean scanning through the door?
Medical scanner,
Yeah.
which she'll likely have problems
Huge
with,
chip
is
is-
the
Is
lab
the
is
door-
likely going to be.
Well, it's in a research
shielded.
lab. Can you?
Plus, my
Instruct him to
scanner's
use
not
some of
really
the-
made for human or not human.
Well, you see that this guy looks normal. Like he doesn't have
translucent
he doesn't have
skin.
translucent skin. He looks banged up, but like a
So
normal
he
person.
could still be lying, but I don't think he's one of the.
But do you know how far, what the process does to them when they change?
We don't.
No, we're gonna find out though.
The only way to find out is in the research
We
lab.
have to open the door at this point. We don't know where the escape pods are.
Yeah, we kind of got ourselves stuck.
Yeah.
We have to go in the room.
All right, so you open the door.
I bring it down his shoulder.
He rushes out and he sees that the gun. You kind
He
of
should be
pointed the gun out.
limping.
No, he is, but rushing as much as he can. And he holds his hands up and he says, "Listen, man, I don't want any trouble. Like I just want to get out of here. I need somebody to hold me up, and we can get out of here."
Nah.
All right, I want Nad to restrain him, and then our researcher.
That's fine. If you need to tie me up, whatever, that's fine. But at least let's just go because we don't have much time.
Well, where
Am
are
I
we
strong
going?
enough to hold this thing?
You just need
I'm
help
a
saying
little weakling. You guys have been spent this whole time saying how weak and puny I am.
Have Janice
That's
do
a
it.
coward. There's a difference.
He's strong.
We should feel that the ship would jump as the core ejects.
Before we leave.
So what happened? At this moment you hear the sound? It sounds like it sounds like the ship's core is about to eject, and you hear over the intercom, "Warning! Warning! Eject failure. Please evacuate. Destruction imminent."
All right, where's this escape pod? Let's go.
It's over there. It's near. If we go straight down this hallway and over to the left, there's 5 or 6 escape pods. Each of them will hold all of us in one, so we only have to take one. I'll even go on a separate one if you don't trust me enough to put me on there. But we just got to get.
Well, I've
there.
just tied him to this
They're
chair.
probably all going to be empty. They're probably going to be gone. Let's go.
I want
Let's
to
bring him with us
I want to
and eject the
interject.
other pods.
If we had not done that and just went straight for the research lab, we would have found out that they go to sleep when you sing to them, and we would have been safe.
What the hell are you talking about?
Now we're all
You're
dead.
going crazy.
We're all
Slap, slap,
dead.
slap.
We're all dead.
All
Thanks.
right, you're running down this hallway, and as you do, the walls just start to bend and break, and out of them come these multitudes of this, like, think every zombie movie ever pretty much just come out of these things.
But clear.
And you can see right through them, all the way through. And they're running after you. A couple of, you're running, Nad, and a couple jump out in front of you from a ventilation shaft and are grabbing at your legs. I need you to pull.
Just reach over, bite off the head, and get the next one. Bite off the
Stop
head.
on their
Sorry,
head.
Ned.
Just start humming gleefully. I'm not.
And then
Eat all as you go.
they realize that. Never mind.
God, you're a man.
Oh my!
You're such a
In one
macho
fluid motion,
bastard.
he kicks one in the mouth, sending teeth flying, and hops over the other one. But as he does, he trips a little bit, but catches his footing and keeps running straight forward. Hale, you're running, and the wall itself, you get splattered with blood as the wall erupts, and several fall out. And I'm going to need you to pull to make sure you don't get knocked over by this horde that's coming out of this whole mill.
I want to be like you when I grow up.
Just it's the flick trick, man. I'm trying to tell you
Oh my
guys.
God.
Just tap, 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 tap.
Theo, you're carrying Private King over one shoulder like this. You're holding him up, and he's hobbling. What?
Barely.
Barely, right? Because you're pretty small guy. You're hobbling, both of you, kind of doing this number here, and you feel that they're gaining on you, and one grabs onto your back of your shirt with both hands and tries to yank you back, and I'm going to need you to pull it as well. All right, so you have just been grabbed from behind. What do you do?
Let me put things a theatric way to put this. Grasping for my life. I look at you. What? Nad? I look at Nad, and I tell everyone, I know now that he is one of them. I wasn't sure before. I had my suspicions. But when that alien just attacked him, they hesitated. He is one of them. I am absolutely sure.
My
All in the split second, this thing's climbing up his back. So what do you do?
I'm going to sacrifice myself.
I say we're in trouble because he's in the front of the running pack.
Well, wait, it's just out
Side
he's
by
on the side.
There's no way I can escape this. You guys go on without me. But kill him.
no.
So what do you do?
I'm gonna like
Just knock it over.
Yeah!
My God, you were so young.
Bertha!
What do we see?
I know.
I love you!
And
So,
I just like punches through his head.
What do we see? What do we see? As what's the last thing? Do you push King forward because you were helping him along? Like
Mads runs back for King.
I hold King and let the alien devour him with me.
Like, cling on to him?
Yeah, like cling on to him.
He never
so
told
he
us
can't
where
get
the
away.
pods were, though.
well, we can establish that he was.
We're establishing a lot of
You were,
stuff.
yeah, no, he did. Yeah, he
He
told
told
us
us what the pods were.
Sit down the hall.
But he
on the
didn't
left.
tell us whether or not they had any security. We might be screwed after all.
That's true.
So you see
There's a
a
cat
pile as King looks at you with some kind of like astonishment, like, what are you doing? As you grab him and pull him down with you, and you see just a mob of these things just overtake you, and you don't have much time to mourn the passing of our dear researcher as you keep running. So you all just saw Theo go down.
Blaming me.
Bertha, be careful because I'm behind him.
Bertha,
Okay.
you pull out your pistol while you're running down this hallway, and you aim it at Nad. What do you do?
Or shoot him.
And the nads.
Okay, so how things work and this is you pull, and then he pulls.
And
And
you keep
essentially
going?
the first one.
He wouldn't know.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
You have, but
She's
like,
execution style.
I'd be running in front of her, actually. I'd be ahead, so.
yeah,
He's
but
like a follower.
it seems unfair to just have her pull and then you're dead.
But if I hit him, period,
It's a surprise
we're gonna
attack.
leave him there. So it doesn't matter if he survives the shot. He's not
the
going to
game,
survive.
the rules specifically state that the only way anyone can be removed from the game is if the tower is knocked over.
Oh, good lord.
I'll
I think that's fair.
I'll just survive in some weird way. What
So
if I'm one of them,
So
though?
Jordan gets to react when she fires that first shot, right?
Maybe my
Right.
limbs grow back like
he's
Piccolo
going to
style.
get basically a saving throw.
So all right, let me play it like this. So the shot rings out.
Oh my God.
This actually may happen.
He's better at this than
The
me.
shot rings out and
Oh, you guys
hits
are-
Jordan in the arm, but skims him. Now
okay
you
then.
see in a flash
Little bit of a cheetah.
the skin
Wait,
skin
guys.
around where the bullet skin turns this translucent blue for a split second, and you see him almost lose his composure, and his face turns a deep, deep shade of blue, and then in an instant, he's back to normal.
Wait, the guys we're fighting just look like skinless humans, right? With blue teeth.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, who knows how full they are, where they are in their process, their incubation process.
Yeah, early incubation could show no signs.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
So
thing.
could I have shot at him and then they like hold me back and not let me shoot again, but it stops with being pulled right there?
See, I'm in the middle.
Or
But
should I keep
you also have to think you still have to be running down this
But
hallway.
we're still evading thousands of these or hundreds of these creatures.
Yeah, probably less than hundreds.
Theoretically, we have right about 300.
Well, I mean,
Take off one for king, take off one for flying, take off like 50 for just random death over time. That's still 200 or 250 creatures we've got to deal with. And so far,
Cousins.
that has been useful.
Distant cousins, though. It's like third and fourth time. I don't know them that way.
Okay, so you guys are all running down. We've had this interchange with Bertha taking a shot at Nad and it hitting him, and you all kind of notice that he's not really right. And as you're running down, you see the wave that's coming almost split as he fell behind when he got shot, and it kind of splits around him so that he is actually the center of this wave, almost as if they recognize that he is somehow one of them.
While this is
Where are we
happening, what is Nad doing? So actually, this is actually directed at Nad.
I'm running. Still running towards the escape pods.
But
He
since
wants to
you
get
fell-
there first.
Oh, what I'm trying to figure
To
out
stop you.
is... That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay, so let's run. We'll run down to the escape pods. Now you found the escape pods. There are 3 escape pods lined on the wall, and you actually don't need a code to get in. What do you guys do? How do you handle this?
I get there first. Yeah.
No, I shot you. You
I
fell.
got shot in the
No,
arm.
he's slowed down.
You slowed down.
He might
Okay,
be
okay.
tied with me, but he's probably still ahead of me.
I'm ushering
If I
everyone
am
into
the
the
stack,
pods.
I think I'm still ahead.
Into separate pods, all
Same
3
pod.
of them, or all the same one?
I'm
They're
gonna go whichever one
relatively-
he's not at.
They're relatively large, so you could all fit into one.
I'm at the first pod. I'm just telling people to go in.
All right.
Standing at the entrance.
Okay. You guys all running?
I think we should not be in the one with him.
No, I'll
I
shoot
have a
you
lot of time to
again.
think.
All right. So he ushers you all in, and
Except for Jordan, of course.
right, and then he gets to the pod, and then what happens then?
I Sparta kick him back from the door and try and jump inside.
You have to pull for that.
I feel like he's great by the foot out there.
This whole tower is like tilted.
Yeah, because he just like flicked one out.
Leaning tower.
Oh
pizza.
no, Zach started because he didn't build it straight.
That
That was you.
That was just you, Jordan. No,
Justin.
Justin.
That's Captain to you.
Captain Ryu.
He's Justin to me now because I'm not one of you.
All right, Jordan,
Hey, I haven't
you
done
can
anything.
contest.
No, we don't want to hear it.
You got to battle again, Jordan.
I don't want to battle again.
Battle
You got
now.
to.
At the very least, you have to do a saving throw of some kind.
Good grief!
Although with his
God, you're a
strategy,
madman.
I'm so nervous. Just flick it out of there.
2 or 3 tests might kill him anyway.
Justin,
What? Keep going?
yeah, you have to keep going until one of you fails.
Oh my god. Oh, this is so
This is
bad.
the game. This is the end, right? Like this is how we have to decide.
Also, be nice if Jordan could actually put the things in the right location instead of in the middle.
No,
of
he
2
intentionally
blocks.
does it.
I do it intentionally, so the next person has to move it out of their way.
God.
Sensitive, dude.
It's my style, man. I'm sorry. You're unbelievable. How can I win?
So,
I went to the wrong side.
All right, here we go. Final wrap up, cinematic moment.
So
We
just hold on
see,
door.
we see the captain stand in the door, and he puts his arms against both sides as Nad runs toward him full speed. His skin almost translucent now. His clothes start to rip and fall with all the mob of monsters chasing him. And he steps one foot back and drop kicks Nad right in the chest. And he ka-thunk and falls right beside him. Ka-thunk, just like that. And we see him step back, and the captain looks down and kind of shakes his head, disappointed, and pushes the door closed. And the technician was already setting up the escape operations. And
I hit the big red button.
He hits the big red button, and you hear a couple of clicks, and then an ejection, and this thing just starts flying through space. And as you're looking, you look back and you see these things start to fill the other two escape pods with Nad at the head of one of them.
Oh my
and
God.
you see right when he catches your eye, Captain, the whole entire ship explodes. And you see the fires coming toward him, and you see Nad look back once before the fire reaches into the safety pods, and it pushes you guys forward, but you're all right. And you make it out of this thing alive. But not Theo.
And then you hear.
We let our ship
Bertha, I will always be with you.
I'll always be with you in your heart.
And then it fades out to, don't you.
That's great. So thank you so much for watching, listening, and all that stuff. We had a blast doing this, and this was Dread. You can go check it out at their website. They have a bunch of free scenarios, and they'll basically teach you how to play for free. And we had a really good time doing this, and thank you so much for checking it out.
Yay!
Yay!